Hey guys, welcome to math class today. We are in 6.8, so we're over halfway through Unit 6, and we're still going to be working with division today. Now, we're not going to concentrate so much on the division, although it's very important that you get your division answer correct for today's lesson. But we're going to talk about what do we do with the remainder. So far, you've just put a big R next to it and said, this is what I have left. But some of you may have noticed that when you do division in a calculator, you get a decimal. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that remainder is. So for your first question today, you had to divide 13 pieces of gum by 3 people. And when you did that, you found that each person could get 4 pieces of gum equally. Everyone gets the whole 4 pieces of gum. And then you had 1 gum left over. Now, with gum, to me, I wouldn't just want to throw that away. And that's one of the ways that we can use a remainder or not use it. We can ignore it, okay? Another thing that we could do is we could round this number up, okay? Well, we can't really make more gum, so that wouldn't be a very good option for us. So I'm going to say that what I want to do is I want to split this gum. If I have 1 piece left between 3 people, I'm going to split it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a fraction. Well, this is 1 piece for 3 people. So what this turns out to be is everyone's going to get 4 pieces of gum plus another third, okay? Because they're splitting 1 piece between 3 people. And so this would be your actual answer that I'd want to see in the future, is that everyone gets 4 1/3 sticks of gum. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a few more questions today, and we're going to kind of look at what do we do with our remainder. So here's our next question. 3 children divide 15 toy cars equally. So we have 15 kids. Sorry, it should be 16. I don't want it even today, right? I need to have my remainder to make sense. So we have 16 toy cars divided by 3 children. So 16 divided by 3, and we want to figure out what C is. So we divide these 16 cars 3 ways, and everyone ends up getting 5 cars. So kid number 1 gets 5, kid number 2 gets 5, kid number 3 gets 5. So 5, 10, 15. And we have a remainder of 1 car. Now in this case, unlike the gum, I'm not going to cut this car in half or in thirds. That makes 0 sense. What would you do with a third of a car? So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to ignore this remainder. So when the question asks what number of cars does each kid get, everyone gets 5 cars. Okay, so the actual math would be 5 remainder 1, but you have to look at the question being asked. And here the question is, how many cars does each kid get? The answer would be 5. So yes, today you're going to have to concentrate on reading. Try another one. Here's our question. Sue has 29 photographs. She can fit 6 photos on a page in her album. How many pages does she need? So once you've figured out that we're looking at 29 divided by 6, okay, you're going to see that, whoops, I went the wrong way there. The closest I can get without going over would be 6 times 4. So I have 4 pages with a remainder of 5, okay, because 4 times 6 is 24, plus the 5 is 29. So my answer is 4 remainder 5. Now in this question it says, how many pages will she need? Well, I'm not going to split my 5 up, okay, it doesn't make sense to do a remainder, or a fraction. I'm not going to ignore those pictures because I want those pictures in my photo album. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to round up. I'm going to say that I need 5 pages in my album because I'm interpreting what to do with that remainder. I want that remainder used, and so I'm going to add another page so I make sure to get those last photographs on it. I don't have to have whole pages in my album. That's the difference. So this was rounding up. So there were 3 ways in which we could interpret remainders today. We went over. 1, you can round up, like we just saw. We didn't want to get rid of any pictures, so we added another page to our album. 2 was ignore. That's what we did with the toy cars to make sure everyone got an equal share and we didn't have to cut a car apart. And the last one was fractions, and that's what we did with the gum to make sure everyone got equal pieces of the gum and nothing was wasted. So today, you're going to be working with a partner or a small group on interpreting remainders. You have 2 journal pages, 209 and 210. And in that, you have to solve the division problem first. And then you need to decide, what am I going to do with that remainder? And there's the 3 options there. So you're going to circle one of them and tell me the answer. So let's try one final question before I let you go. Here it is. 4 brothers share 35 fruit bars equally. Forgot that word, but that's what I want you to put, equally. How much will each boy get? You're looking at 35 divided by 4. Now, the closest I can get to 35 from 4, because I know my 4 times tables, would be 32. 32 times 4 goes into 32 8 times. So I know my answer is 8. I can get 8 evenly into 35. So 8 times 4 is 32. Well, I'm only at 32 and I want 35, so my remainder is 3. Now, if I'm talking about fruit bars here, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to break up those last 3 fruit bars between the 4 brothers. There are 4 brothers, so I'm going to report this as each boy gets 8 3/4 of a bar. And that, boys and girls, is my answer. And what did I do there? I made it a fraction. I read my story, I looked at my question, and decided if this is fruit bars, I can split that into fractions. If you have questions, let me know, and good luck.